Alright, it says you are live, so I'm going to take it at its word and think I'm live. Good morning. Happy rainy Tuesday. It is kind of nasty out. So I've got my light on over here. Hey Zargot. Got my light on. I may have to adjust it a bit. Yay! So I've been working on this, if you can't tell. Done a whole lot since the last I streamed on it. So yeah, I've got some purple here I need to work on with some pencils. I've got some coral color here that I'll work on, and then I have already taken masking fluid to the bubbles on the outside because I do plan on doing a watercolor background. Whether or not I actually get to that today is up for debate. My Albrecht Dewars are due to be here today. Hi Karen, how are you? So I have already picked out my Prismas, set this off to the side, and I'm going to start with the purples, pull my black and pull my white, sharpen, because apparently I can't do that pre-stream. That would be silly. I need to start looking for my, I know where my other Prismacolor whites are, but my little light peach is getting kind of tiny too. Hi Louise. So let us start. I think I wanted to start with the purples. Now zoom in to one of these three areas here. I'm just going to dive right in. If anybody's got any questions, just holler them out. If I'm not paying attention, poke me. So there's like these wing-like things here, kind of gossamer wings. I'm not really going to color them that way, so we'll just see. So what I used on there was my Copic Mauve Shadow, the BV00. Hi Katrina, I'm good, how are you? So that's what I used for these two areas, and then there's some like stuff down here I just kind of used it on. And then the Prismacolors I pulled out were Violet, Parma Violet, and Grade Lavender. That is what I wanted, right? For some reason the violet doesn't look right to me. No, that's what I wanted, violet. Okay. I'm good. The sketchbook is a lifesaver, yo. I just tell you. May. Get her over here. So, I'm going to go in with the violet first and just follow the shadows, and then I will pull in some black because I've been doing some pretty high contrast, well, high for me, not necessarily for anybody else. Oh, that was a, so I've been doing some contrast and pulling in the blacks and whatnot. Then we'll go Parma Violet and then the Grade Lavender. Really quick, really simple, and then at the tips I just want to pull in that white. Pull that white down. And then that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Katrina. Oh. See whether or not May can come in. But how have you guys been? It's kind of a rainy day today, so I've got some lights on. Don't normally need lights, but it's kind of an icky day today. Kind of, I don't know. It's one of those days where you just want to like lay in bed and not really do anything, but I got stuff I gotta do today. It's right here against where there would be more shadow. And then I'll go up here where they put some extra lines and then just go back over it with the violet so it's not so harsh. Yesterday I was at the pool. Hi Robin. It's raining in Chicago. It's misting. It's a very weird, it's that weird rain where you walk out and you're like, you feel wet but you can't really feel the rain. But it's like 60 degrees outside. I'm actually in pants. I think this is the first time I've worn pants since April. So, just a weird day today. Just gonna use the white to give a little highlight, just for some variation. I really want to get this done, because then I have my Mythomorphia page to work on. Is anybody else doing Sammy's Kerby R versus Nick F color along this month? I think this is the page she had picked out. The shadow isn't doing too bad, is it? Do you need more light over here? Let me know. I can try to work it. Or work it out somehow. There will be some kid noise. I can't. Stopping that is nearly impossible. Trying to keep from shaking. I just can't seem to do it. Oh, no shadow. Thank you, Robin. And Katrina, you're doing the color along. Are you doing this page or did you pick a different page? I think this is the one Sammy had chosen. I just went with it because I hadn't colored it yet. I am really enjoying this page, more so than I think the other one I did. Been using Copics and Tombows and Prismas and Polys and you name it, and I've kind of put it on this page. The only thing I haven't put on here yet is watercolor, I think, or acrylics. And I've done some fine liners to pop the black. Hi, Sammy. I was just talking about you. Talking to Sammy earlier. She's helping me streaming 2 hours. Thank you, Louise. You're doing this page too, Katrina? It was all good things I was talking about, Sammy. Just about your color along. I'm enjoying this page. Holbein pastel. Ooh, Katrina, that sounds good. I haven't tried my Holbeins on this paper, you know. Might be an experiment for another page. So I started coloring all this green, and like I couldn't stop. I was digging the green so much. Your ears were burning. We are, Louise. We're live stream addicts. I've missed a couple. I feel so bad. But it's like I'm cooking dinner, or yesterday, gosh, I was just running all over the place. I was going crazy running around. Like, I just didn't... I got home and I didn't get to color until almost after dinner. Like, that's how bad it was yesterday. It was just, I did not get to do anything yesterday. Hi, Grace. How are you? Thank you. Making her blonde. That's cool, Katrina. No joke, Sammy. No joke. Well, and I did something stupid. So my car was in an accident. You know, I was in an accident, and I was like, man, my brakes don't feel good. So I had it back to the place, and I was like, yeah, you know. And the lady basically came out. She was like, honey. I was like, yeah. She goes, you know, you have been driving another car for about a month. So maybe you just need to get used to it, because our techs didn't find anything wrong. Like, she was trying to be nice about, like, saying, hey, it's all in your head. I was like, okay, thank you. So then I felt like an idiot. But they didn't feel right, so I was just worried. And then I was an idiot and accidentally shipped the Misfits book. Oh, I got that Misfits book, Sammy. Oh, I got the Misfits book that you linked, number 11, the mermaid one, the nautical. So I got this, but I had it sent to the wrong house. Grace, I'm just using Prismacolors. I'm using violet, permaviolet, grade lavender, black, and white, and I'm using it over Copic, the mauve shadow, the BV00. It is an adorable book, Sammy. Thank you for pinging me on that. I bought it straight away. 10 books on a desert island. That sounds neat. I also got the new Bill Clinton and oh, what's his name? James Patterson. The President is Missing. I got that fiction book because I was listening to NPR and they were talking about it. Those two were on, and they played off of each other so well. I was like, oh my gosh, the book's got to be amazing. So, and I've heard really great reviews for it. So I got that book too, but it was shipped to the wrong house. And so then I had to like go into Amazon real quick because I'd bought like Father's Day gifts, and I got my Albert Duers coming. I was like, oh my god, did I send them to the wrong place? Am I gonna have to like go get them? But nope, everything else is fine. No problems are got. Ooh, elbow space. So you're doing like, Grace, are you doing like a reading 10 things on a desert island, or are you coloring 10 things on a desert island? Because the coloring thing sounds kind of nifty. You're on the fence about it, Robin? Well, I was listening to them on the radio, and they were playing off each other so well. I figured the writing had to be pretty good, and I've heard some great reviews. So I'll read it. I'm currently reading James Comey's book, A Higher Loyalty, and he is a really good storyteller. And it's been interesting to see insights into the Bush administration, and because I wasn't very politically active at that time. So it's been interesting, to say the least. I've kind of gotten into political sphere a little bit. Couple Audible credits. There you go, Robin. Oh, Shalene here. I missed her. It's a tag video. Well, you can do it too. Zoe Archer started at 10 coloring books. Oh. 10 coloring books I would take to a desert island. Zelm Novas. Mythomorphia. That'd be easy. Let's take all 4 copies of Zelm Nova, 2 of the Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and some Mythomorphias. That'll be good. Anne's got one up too. Neat. Am I on screen? Yeah. There you go, Zargot. I'd forever have something to color. I really need to anchor my tables. This shaking's really starting to get on my nerves. I've even got the anchors like right here. I've got the anchor stuff right here. I just haven't done it because I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I've just been busy. I only found the anchor stuff yesterday. Hi, Shalene. I think I caught part of your stream the other day. I'm terrible. When somebody streams, I just pop it on, and then so my computer is facing this way on a separate table off to the side, and then I'm facing this way coloring. So when somebody is streaming, it's really hard to watch it or watch the chat or anything. I'm usually sitting over here coloring, so I'll pop in and say hi, and then most of the time I just sit by myself and color and listen, unless I hear my name. So don't get offended if I don't talk too much during your streams. I'm just over here coloring. Not that I think anybody would get offended, but you know. That's not actually an owl, guys. That was a howl. I may go to the shelter today and start looking at cats. That'll be fun. But the Patterson book has 5 narrators, including... I know! There's a lot of narrators. I was looking at the Audible, too, because I was debating whether to get the book or get the Audible. I got the book. Because this summer I plan on, like... My kids are now fairly self-sufficient since having swim lessons, that I feel pretty confident staying out of the water and letting them swim. So I was gonna, you know, start bringing books to the pool and let them swim for a while, and I don't necessarily like taking electronics to the pool because you never know what can happen. So when I was growing up, there were pagers when I was in high school. pagers were the thing. It wasn't cell phones or anything. And there was a group of kids that would go through stuff while you were in the pool and just chuck it all into the pool. Pagers and all. So I had actually had a pager with me for my mom to page when, you know, when she wanted me to call her at work. And so, like, these kids just chucked my pager into the pool. So ever since then, I've had a fear of taking electronics, so I won't take my Kindle. So I've been buying a lot of books instead of the Kindles or whatever. The ebooks. Hi Tara, how are you? 6:17, is that a.m.? It's 9:20 right now. I've been up for a while. I've been up since 7. Who's babysitting? Shalene's babysitting. Okay. But anyway, so now that I've dated myself, yeah, so I don't take electronics to the pool because you never know. There's some mean kids. So I am actually planning something along the lines of this. Probably, I think what I was going to go with was the pale aqua, the BG000, and then using like a green aqua Prismacolor, like the light aqua, and maybe a hint of pink, or the peaches or something. And then go around it with a white gel pen. That's my plan. Right now, this has masking fluid on it. I masked them with some masking fluid so I could watercolor, and then I'll just rub the masking fluid off and just go from there. But I didn't want to have to like try to paint around or anything like that. I'm no good. Oh, Robin, you've been buying a lot of print books too? I love print books. I have to say, the idea of filling up bookcases with books just fills me with joy. I love looking at them. I love touching them. I love going back, and I'm a person who rereads. If you can't tell by the multiple coloring books that I buy, I am a person who can go back and reread the same books if I enjoyed them. I have reread Anne Rice, the entire Vampire Chronicles, at least twice. I'm about to work on my 3rd time since I was 17. Now, it's been 20 years since I first started reading those books. So, in 20 years, I've read them twice. I'm about to read my third set. So, I'm one of those people. I love physical books, but I also love Kindle books. Oh, I've got so many Kindle books. I love getting those free Kindle books. I'm always looking out for those free books. And then I've got a friend, I don't know his last name, Joe. His name is Joe. Salvation's Dawn is one of his books. I used to play video games with him and his wife, and then he started writing, and so I got some of his books. He gave me the first one for free, and then I've bought the rest. I haven't finished them though. They're kind of a high fantasy, and that's not really my wheelhouse. So it takes me a bit to get through something like that. Oh, I love rereads too. Oh, no problem, Sammy. 1,700 Kindle books, 400 auto. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jen. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, I've started, any of y'all that also have their, like book reviews on your girls, you can go up to the playroom, please. Thank you. They're just getting so loud. What was I saying? Oh, anybody who's got book reviews on your YouTube channel, I've started watching those. So, Night Fear and Shalene and Jen and April Sarah. So, I've started watching some of those. My problem is I forget to turn the sound back on. So I'll turn the sound off for like watching color with Elena or whatever. Looking up e-reader IQ. Oh. No, I haven't, Elizabeth. I'll have to look at that. So I tell my husband I want something and he just goes and gets it. And then he hooks my Kindle up to Calibre and puts it on there for me. So I don't ask questions. Ask no questions and I'll tell you no lies. So I'm thinking I might change the Mythomorphia picture I'm doing. I'm not digging it. I should say I'm not digging the drawing pencils. They're the Derwent drawing. There's nothing wrong with them. They're so soft. And to get the color I want is getting to be kind of difficult. So I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. I might just stick with it on principle. No booktube is relying on social media to spread the word. Oh, you don't have... Oh, your social media is spreading the word? You don't have a booktube? That's okay. And just as an aside, if you like reading, I've got an online book club. We're currently reading, though really I've already finished because that was such a good book. Currently reading Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. So the link is down below for the group if you want to join. I'll be putting up July's poll soon to pick a different book for July. But I devoured The Handmaid's Tale, I have to tell you. It was a super good book. Well, cool, Robin. You can in the online book club on the Facebook, the Read All the Things. Robin, if you want a link to your blog, feel free. Did you really, Robin? It's a really good book, The Handmaid's Tale. I was very surprised by how much I liked it. I still have trouble watching the show. It bothers me on a few levels, and it's just don't want to say it's like PTSD or anything like that, but it bothers me. On a very raw and emotional level. So I can't watch the show. Reading the book was one thing. Watching the show is something wholly different, and it's very difficult for me. So, but it was a good book. It was a really good book. It was scary. Hello, Desiree. Thank you, Linda. I didn't see you pop in. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I'm just excited to be able to sit down and do something. Do some coloring without feeling like I have to do a million things. I still need to call and get a air duct cleaning for... So the previous owner smoked, and I'm pretty sure he smoked by the bathroom in my daughter's room, by the bathroom door. So the vent right there is super, super caked with dust, and it looks nasty, and it smells bad. Like when the air comes on, it smells bad. So I need to get a vent cleaner out. I was putting out a word to the Nextdoor app to see if any of my neighbors had anybody, but nobody's answered me. So I'm just going to have to go on Yelp or something and figure it out. I've had pretty good luck contacting people from Yelp companies. So, thank you, Desiree. Awesome, Robin. I'll get you all set up. Who's in the hospital? Oh, I'm sorry, Sammy. Oh, iron deficiencies are terrible. I had one. I was anemic most of my life. And while I was pregnant with my oldest, I was anemic. And then I was pregnant with my youngest, and it's gone. I have no idea. Even the doctor was like, that's kind of weird. It really does. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Sammy. I really do. You're such a bright person. Yesterday was the first day I actually felt like coloring. Oh, Elizabeth. Let's see, let's move it. I'd like to move it. So I'm thinking I'm going to go to the shelter today and look for a cat. They're open from noon to 6. I think there's a shelter out here. Because everybody at my husband's work's like, oh, you know, you want a Maine Coon, why don't you just go, like, buy one from a breeder? And then I'm just like, yeah, but every cat I've ever had has been from the shelter, and they've always been amazing cats. And shelter kitties need love, and there's so many, and I don't want to pay $1,700 for a Maine Coon. So, you know, there's that too. Yeah, my kids want dogs, but they may just have to deal with a cat. Because my husband and I are not dog people at all. Like, I could do, like, something like your Chip Sammy, I could do him. But I don't know if you guys can see right here. I was attacked by a dog, a German Shepherd. I have these scars where I blocked it from getting at my jugular. And there's one here, but you can't see that anymore because he gripped right here. And I have 3 holes in, 3 big puncture holes that are scarred over now on my back. So dogs and I, not really the best of friends. I still get some high anxiety when big dogs bark. So, yeah. He's smaller well, so I keep saying that I want a dog-sized cat and a cat-sized dog. Like, I could do that. Yeah, but like something Chip size. Like, I had a little Shih Tzu that I named Wicket because he looked like an Ewok when I shaved him, and he was the best dog I have ever had. The only time he ever barked was when somebody he didn't know came to the door. That was it. Like, he never barked any other time. Really, Shalene? That's really odd. I mean, I understand it and I can see that happening, but I find it... Yeah, it was a friend from high school. I was waiting on her. I was supposed to give her a ride somewhere, and I was waiting at her house, and her little 4-year-old brother said, oh, I want to play with the doggy. And I thought they meant the little mutt that they had downstairs with them. No, he meant the trained attack dog they kept locked up upstairs because it always kept biting everybody, including the family. Because my friend had scars on her chin from where the dog bit her. So this dog came bounding down the stairs and came right for me. I actually opened up the fridge and got myself locked around the fridge door to block him. But like, he was still trying to snap at my ankles, and it was really scary. It took everything for the mom to get him off of me, and I ended up at the hospital, and it's the only dog I've ever actively tried to have put down. Because they didn't train it, they didn't take care of it, and they trained it to attack people. Like, that's what its job was. And it did its job well. But it also attacked that little boy, it attacked my friend. So, but he had no priors, so. As far as I know, that dog is probably not now. It's been 20 years. But still. Anyway. Yeah, it was super scary. Yeah, Chip looks cute. I could do Chip. Japanese Chinner, super small, don't bark. Cocker Spaniel would be cute. Yeah, Sammy. There's been some dogs that you kind of just go up to and I'm okay, like I'm immediately okay. They can be barking, they can be jumping, and something about them, you know, you can just kind of tell that they're okay. And then there are other dogs where like I actively hold my kids back from going to pet them. I'm like, no, I don't like that dog. So, you know, all right, let's see. I'm gonna move on. So I've got some spiky coral parts here that I've already done. What did I use? I think I used no, I didn't use R20. I used R11. Right? Yeah, I used R11. The pale cherry pink, I put down here, and then the seashell here, and there's another part right down here. Hi, Teresa. Welcome to your first live color stream. Enjoy the ride. Call small dogs ankle biters. The young children, it's hard though as to whether you take the risk on will they be okay or won't they. Yeah. My youngest, if there's a dog, she's at it. Like, she's just like, I want to pet the dog, yay! And I have to be like, no. I'm still afraid of German Shepherds. I know it's not their fault, but I just can't get over it. It will be a thing forever, I think. So I am going to use some black, even though this is lighter, but I'm not going to, not too much. Use it back here, though, in the shadows. Not too much. And then, I didn't tell you what colors I'm using. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm using the Prismacolor Peach, the PC99 or 939, Beige PC997, and my Baby Light Peach PC927, and of course the black and the white. So just gonna take the peach and go over that little black bit that I put down, because it's just meant for shadow, and then I'm going to take the beige and go up. So I really want this to be like a coral type color. So I think I may actually need something a little darker than the peach. I need to grab, let's see. Let us see. Not clay rose. I want something, maybe nectar. Maybe I'll grab the nectar. It was traumatic for you. Don't blame me. I don't train mine to attack my grandsons. Aw. Yeah, see, there are some that are fine. I just can't. And, you know, I'll forever live with that. What did I say? Nectar? Where is my nectar? There it is. Nectar. I need something just a little darker. There we go. That's better. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you. What am I? Am I at 40? I'm good. So I'm going to start with the nectar first now. Lay some down in the shadows. Grab my black. So I found that the black won't go down because every now and then I have an accidental heavy hand. If I put a layer down first, the black won't go down nearly as dark as if you put it down first. And I just go back over it with the nectar. And then peach, beige, light peach. I don't think I did that over here. But I just need some contrast. See how that adds a nice little shadow? And Teresa, you'll find out these ladies are great. You're so sweet, Elizabeth. help you with any questions. I can breathe again. That was some cleanup. Thanks, Katrina. My mama had a toy poodle and she left. My grandmother had toy poodles and I love those little things. I love little Nick. Little Nick. He was, gosh, by the time he passed, he was 22 years old. Blind in both eyes. Had a goiter. The goiter the size of a plum on his neck that my grandma, she was just like, I just can't keep taking him to get it drained. So there was Nick. So there was Nick and Babe, who had Dolly, who then had Half Pint. So, oh yeah, the Copics bleed through. Absolutely. No question. They will. But what they're not doing is bleeding onto my page here. You can't see them here. And I've done some layers, especially like right here. Like that was super layered and it didn't bleed through onto the other paper. So that is quite amazing. Most any other paper that I've used Copics on, it will bleed onto the protective sheet I have underneath. But these haven't, despite some heavy layering. So, no problem, Desiree. I'm not sure if I could do it justice, though. Oh, Louise. Can't help but try. Hi, Tess. How are you? Let's see. All right. And put down the nectar, then the black. For a little shadow. And back over with the nectar. Then peach. Beige. And light beige. I forgot to do the peach over here. There we go. My dog Bia bit my last year on my right wrist, but she was trying to keep me away from the front door because there was something. Aw. So that wasn't on purpose, Elizabeth. Again, taking the black right over that nectar because I want a shadow, but I don't want black, you know? I just want it to be shadowy. And putting the nectar down first, then the black, then going back over it with the nectar really helps give that shadow without putting the black in your face. Tara, that sounds like my daughter, Zoe. Any animal, she's like, ah, doggy. There you go, Sammy. You can do it. It just takes time. I'm hitting the bits on this one where I'm just like, ugh. What do I do now? What color do I use? I've used every color. What color do I use? That's the only bad part for me. See, I'm going to grab the white here and just go in just a bit on the tips here. Just to lighten that up. Not too much. Thank you, Robin. Why do some people compare the Prismacolors to Crayola color pencils? I have no idea. Crayolas are super hard. Thank you, Teresa. That's so sweet. Yeah, I would never ever compare Crayolas and Prismas. They are absolute opposite ends of the spectrum, whereas these are soft and creamy and highly pigmented. I don't find that to be true with the Crayolas. So, but to each their own. I think that should have been green and that should have been green, but it's not green now. So I'm just taking my nectar, just doing a little conglomeration of things. Let's see. So those are some dark spots. All right, I'll go back over with some of my nectar. Just kind of soften that black just a touch. And then the peach. Where you want it. Beige. I would probably actually drop the beige, but it's a little late now. I'm going to grab a little bit of the white here just for this one. Pop it out. Louise, bought a few things, have you? Tess, the kids always know everything. It's just better to roll with it. So I'm gonna slide this a little bit this way. Again, another part I thought maybe green, maybe not. All in here is all going to be nectar. So one of the other pages I was doing, I was leaving the really black parts alone. I wasn't coloring over them. I wasn't doing anything with them. I just kind of left them alone, and it looked really bad. So even if you don't plan on doing a whole lot to like these really dark spots, I would still color over them just to tint the ink on the paper. It'll help your page look a little more cohesive, a little more together, instead of just, oh, you know, these little spots aren't done. I admit I was being lazy. Shame on me. But it can be a little overwhelming to do all of that. Do you mind if I went back and followed? No, I don't mind, Desiree. I haven't colored it all on stream, sweetie, though. I think I did the face, I did the skin on stream, and I did the hair off stream, and then I did this bit on and some of this, but I haven't done it all. We are all weak. Oh, I know, Sammy. It is excellent, Desiree. Yeah, you're more than welcome to go back. I tried putting this image on any of the ones that I was working in it on. I think this is now the third stream that I've worked in it on. But yeah, feel free. I agree, Sammy. It is quite the honor to have somebody, even if they just take like inspiration from it, I find that to be quite humbling. You know, they could have done whatever. But they looked at your stuff and they're like, oh, that was pretty, and they wanted to use it. I think that's very humbling. Alright, so that's that little bitty done. So you can kind of see, there's the other one. Oh, I'm like starting to knock things over. Still want Marie Troll's new coloring book, but Amazon UK is still sold out and it's not showing up. Oh, Elizabeth, and on Printworks, it's like almost $40 to get it shipped. But I worked a deal out with May, so I bought her something. She bought me the book. It works out. I'll do this little seashell here. And I might zoom out and see what we got. I'm hitting about an hour. Now, Sammy, if you're still here, you're gonna stream at 11, right? So I should have another hour I can work on this. But I'll zoom out, and after I'm done with this little bit, I'll zoom out and we'll see where we're at. Oh, May made it, May made it. What is Desiree kidding? Yeah, 11, yeah. So I've got a little time. Oh, there's a second Supernatural coloring book. I keep looking at it, but I've bought a couple books like that, and they've really upset me. I don't feel that they did justice. But if I see Sammy color in the Supernatural coloring book, and she can make it look awesome sauce, I might have to get it. Not for Dean, for Castiel. Love your Dean. Yeah, everyone hide. May's here. Run away, run away. Get some highlights in this. There you go. Are there some awesome cast pics? I'm gonna have to. I love me some Misha. I follow Misha Collins on Twitter, and that guy is like crazy sauce. Absolutely bat shit crazy. In a good way. In a good way. He's bat shit crazy in a good way. So let's go do the henna. Henna. I'm going to have to go through and, I need the black. I have to go through Sammy's skin tutorials again. Every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, I got skin, I'm good. And then I go and do it and I'm like, what did I just do? What? What the heck? Yeah, I'm in the Carolinas, Teresa. Yeah. They prank me. I know. Poor Misha. Poor guy. Every now and then I watch the episode where they got pushed into the alternate universe, and the alternate universe was actually their show. They were on a show. And Misha's texting. J squared got me good. I just find it hilarious. Sammy. The French mistake. Maybe that's what that was. When I went to Walmart's website, the order of the color books was sold out in the hand of Carl Long. Aww. Yeah, something like that, Desiree. Yeah, I like going, like watching that every now and then. I like Gabriel. Gabriel was such a good angel to watch. I liked him. The faux trickster. I forget who plays Gabriel. I know I've seen him like on Misha's Twitter, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible with names. Yellow fever. Dean runs from the little That one is awesome, Sammy. I love that one. He just like opens up the thing. It's like ah! Yeah. Yeah. There's quite a few. Like I love that. I think the thing that I love the most about Supernatural is how much they can poke fun at themselves. And, you know, and then they pull in like their fans and it's just a feel-good show. Though to be fair, I started watching Supernatural when I was pregnant with Zoe and I was breastfeeding at like 3 a.m. Let me just tell you that watching the first season of Supernatural at 3 o'clock in the morning while breastfeeding is probably not the best thing to do. I have a thing with twitchy ghosts, and the entire first season, I couldn't sleep. I was like, I told my husband, I was like, I have to stop watching. I was like, I can't stop watching, but I really should because I can't sleep after I breastfeed Zoe. I was like, I'm scared myself stupid watching this episode. And then after I fed her, I would still have to pump some because she wouldn't eat it all. Because it was the middle of the night. Like during the day she would eat better, but at night like she wouldn't. So I'd still be up pumping after she went to bed. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep because I'm just like, this is bad. Alright. Zooming out. I'm sorry, I've missed some stuff with us telling my story. David Spate, yeah. Love the car and the music. I know, I love the music. So Netflix, I was really mad because I was watching Netflix with it, and like, they didn't have any of the good music. Like, they didn't get the rights to the music, so they took it all out. I was so mad. I told my husband, I was like, I need this. I need this in Plex. You need to go get it for me. He was like, why? It's on Netflix. I said, yeah, but it doesn't have the good music. I need the good music. So that's what makes it Supernatural. Oops. Hi, Amy. It is awesome, Tess. Yeah, the rock music is the best. I actually have like a Spotify playlist that I went and looked at the credits on a couple of the first 5 seasons, and made a playlist out of the music. Thank you, Teresa. So this is what I've done so far, just to like kind of let you guys see. I've got some bits down here that still need done, and then I've got some bits over here and one over here. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go green, if I should go pink, if I should go blue. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of blue from up here down here, so I may actually pull some of that down. So what was that? That was these three. So there we go. BG10 Cool Shadow, G00 Jade Green, and BG23 Coral Sea. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this bluey green turquoisey color down into here. I think that would be a very nice frame. I don't want to take the dark blue from the hair because I want to leave that as is. Like, I want that to be very bold and very standout-ish. So I think I will do these lighter turquoisey colors. Like, I have them up here, I have them right here, got a little right here, but mostly it's all up in here. So I think I'm going to pull it down. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Tess. Right, Sammy. So I'm going to leave it kind of zoom. Well, no, let me zoom it in. But just to forewarn, like, I'm going to zone a little bit because this takes a little bit of concentration on my part. So just to let y'all know. So I'm going in with the BG10 Cool Shadow. Like, I had the thought to do this last night. But I was like, no, that's enough. Like, I don't want to overwhelm it with this turquoise, but I really like it. I think it looks good with the orange and the green. So I'm going to assume you're all part of this. We're just going to go in like this. What I may end up doing is just doing the rest of it green, or the greeny brown, maybe some browns. So that was the Cool Shadow. Now I'm going to go in with the G00. See, can you see that? The Jade Green. No, I love watching them go down. Probably need an IV with coffee. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Jade Green, the G00, and I'm going to go into the shadowy bits. I'm going to follow the shadow. I like the Copics because you can get that nice little flick, and it really, like, I don't even know how to describe how it flicks out, but it just, like, goes. It's very smooth. It's very mesmerizing. I've actually got about 25 more Copics coming today. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going through Dick Blick and I'm like, yes, I've got that one. No, I don't have that one. Yes, I've got that one. No, I don't have that one. So I'm just doing that at Dick Blick every couple weeks. I go and buy about 25 Copics. Save up some money because it ain't cheap. So I'm just going to follow the pre-designated shadows. So there's the pre-designated shadows. Little difficult to see. But what I will end up doing is taking my parrot green, my Prisma, and working it out with the black and the white. It's just going to be the parrot green. I'm not going to use any other colors. I'm having the hardest time with my E000 for lay down. It seems so dry even after I add ink. It's the color, Desiree. I have the same exact problem with the pale fruit pink. Oops. I actually just bought, coming with my Copics is a refill for this. But I believe it's the color. Try using the chisel nib just to see if that makes any difference to you or not. I do find that on this one the brush nib feels dry. So yeah, I don't know what the fix is. If I come across a fix, I'll let you know. But for right now, I've actually started taking to either keeping both ends off while I use it, because I think it has something on a couple of them. I've noticed that the pressure is very odd on the inside here, and it'll either not get enough ink out on the brush nib or it gives too much. So I would definitely pull off the other end and see if that helps. I've heard that be a solution, so give that a try and see if it works. Yeah, so that could just be the function. I'm pretty sure that's just a function of the color or a function of the barrel. Either way, try pulling off both ends and use it. Just be careful when you pull off the other end not to, you know, mark anything up. You're welcome. 4 to go with a million kelp green. Alright, so now I'm going to use the Coral C, the BG23. This is going to be my darkest. And go in here. Just going to pull it out just a little bit. Down in here, I kind of want it dark. I'm not going to get too crazy with, you know, does the shape look right or anything like that, because what I'll do, you'll see in a minute, I'm going to take my medium color, the BG10, and smooth all that out. We're just going to make this that dark shadow right there. Alright. So I've got that down. Now I'm going to go back with the BG10. Yeah, I store mine in the Spectrum Noir thing, and they're stored flat. Lindsay, I had the Winsor Newton Pro Markers. I tried some of the Michaels. Michaels have their own brand, which they're actually pretty good. But just finding the colors I wanted. And that was my whole thing. It's the colors. I wanted a certain type of colors, and I just couldn't find light enough colors in other brands. Because if you've watched me, you know I like my soft colors, and I just couldn't find that in other brands. But I've got a few Chameleon, I've got some Pro Markers, but I bought a skin pack of Copics, and that was like all she wrote. That was it. I was hooked. I was done. There was nothing else I wanted. Yeah, Desiree, laying the markers flat definitely help. So now I'm just going to take parrot green, white and black, and we're just going to go in and do kind of the same thing where I'm going to lay down the parrot green. Just going to feather that out. And then I'm going to go in with the black. Not everywhere. And then I'm going to go back over with the parrot green. And that just softens out the black so it's not so harsh. Now I'm going to take the parrot green. Just everywhere I want a little extra oomph of that color. Some places, like here, I may feel I want a little touch of black. So I go in and do that, and I go back over with the parrot green. Just getting a mini lunch down before you go. Oh, no problem, Sammy. Nice, Tess. Oh, see, Tess, I'm the opposite. I have my polys down for skin, but Prismas I seem to trip up on. Unfortunately, during Sammy's stream, I'm probably going to have to feed these children. They get so hungry. I don't understand. Who needs to eat all the time? Let's see, I'm going to go in. I hate working by the edge of the paper. If only everything would come up from the edge. I would be so much happier. I would like it so much more. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Alright, now I'm going to take my white. I'm just going to figure out what colors work. Yeah. Light fish, medium flesh, cinnamon. I'll see, Shalene, I don't do that. So that would work. I do use cinnamon. Cinnamon's a nice color. I'm just going with the white and kind of fleshing out the edges here. I actually use some ochres, some brown ochres. I use a yellow. I'll even sometimes go into Beaster for the shadows, a little bit of black. I use like 15 colors. Yeah, and ochre too. Ochre makes a difference for sure. Either the brown. I usually use the brown and yellow, but yeah, I use about 15 different colors for skin. That's because I'm a crazy person, so you know. Alright, I'm gonna go over and do this side here. Scooch this over. let's see, no, not that one. Starting with the cool shadow, the G00. I'm going to go in, start right here. Figure if I get the big stuff out of the way, I'm just going to grab all of this right in here. Just grab it all. Right in here. Figure if I get all this big stuff done, I'll just have a little stuff to do, then the background. I'm waiting on my Albert Dürers. Come on. Come on, USPS. Deliver my stuff. Got my husband a new saddle, or bike seat. They call them saddles when you start getting all fancy. A new saddle for his Father's Day gift. It's supposed to be like this really, really good, one of the best on the market. So I got him a new one because he's been riding his bike a lot more lately. We've got at least 30 miles worth of bike trails. Well, bike, walking, and horse trails out by the new house. So he's really been riding his bike a lot lately. So I figure a nice new saddle would be good for Father's Day. It came off of his wish list. And then I got some stuff for, you know, prototypical Father's Day. We have a battery-powered lawnmower. So I got him a new battery and charger for that, as well as the new weed eater that goes along with it. So we were reading in, so my daughters love these fact books. You just get factoid books. And so we were reading, and it was telling how much carbon sorry, this is BG10, the cool shadow, how much carbon a lawnmower pumps out. And it's, I forget the exact number, but it was shocking. Like, I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm glad we got an electric lawnmower, battery powered. I was like, that's a ridiculous amount. So just, you know, FYI. If you're thinking about going battery powered and you are on the fence, I would highly suggest it. It's not a bad little lawnmower. I have like green, I think it's Greenworks. I think it's what it is. It's not a bad little lawnmower. Probably should have gotten one a little more powerful for our yard, but oh well. I'm sorry. I was just in my zone. Got my hubby a couple new things for his new truck. Nice. Tess. Hi, April. I need to work with my Art Zayas. I need to get, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll pick a picture out of Mythomorphia and see how the Art Zayas work on them. Sorry I said that all wrong in my video. Is it Artezas or Art Zayas? I can't do it. It's too much. Too many vowels. And April, Sarah, I'm blaming you for the pit pens I have coming. Just FYI. And then Coral Sea BG23. Yeah, April Sarah is to blame for the pit pens I have coming. You know, because you got to blame somebody for enabling. My problem is I want new pencils, but there are so many books I want to. I know, Coloroo. I've got a couple books. I'm mostly waiting on books to be released, so that's kind of a good spot to be in right now. So I can like bulk up some of my, because I totally need to buy more supplies. So I can get some supplies. What I need to do is make sure I have spares for my Prismas and my Polys. I'm running low on a couple colors. Like that light peach. I don't know that I have another light peach. I need to check that out. Go in my spare box. Like I'm waiting on World of Colors. World of Flowers. What am I thinking? World of Flowers by Joanna Basford. I'm waiting on The New Mermaid book by Camilla de Erico. I'm waiting on Mythologica by this author I'm not familiar with. If you're curious what I'm looking at, you can check out my wish list in the description down below. You can look and see what I'm waiting on. Usually I stick it in there and then I'll go buy it when it releases or when I've got the money. Money, honey. Dye pencils go, I don't know. I already know I want the pit pens and still need to watch Shalene. And like the skin tone set of pit pens, they're scratchy. I'm just using the G00 kind of even out some of this color here. I do have some Misfit books I need to buy, but I kind of buy those. Oh. Was that the USPS? Maybe. I'll see if it comes down the other side of the road. All right, there's that. Let's take the 3 colors again. What are you looking at, Coloroo? Kirby Gnomes in the Neighborhood. That's a cute one. Parrot green, black and white. So let's see. I'm actually going to go in these deep dark areas with the black first. I'm gonna get mad if somebody has a car that sounds exactly like USPS and is just driving the neighborhood. It's not fair, yo. Can't be teasing people like that. Making people think that the USPS truck is coming. No, it was just their hoopty. let's work a bit at a time. So don't get too overwhelmed, because otherwise I lose my place and I forget where I've done what. So just a bit at a time. I do have the full box set though. I am excited to use them, just not for skin. Yeah, that's what I find with a lot of sets actually, that they're not, they may say skin tone, but they sure don't work well for skin tone. Which, you know, whatever. That's why I tend to stick to certain things for skin tone. I'll stick to Copics, I'll stick to Polys, and Prismas. Anything else, I find I'm fighting myself trying to get that type of look. So I just stopped fighting myself and just went with what I knew worked and left it at that. Have you finished this picture yet, May? You've been working on it a while. I'm worried about you. I want Serene, but out of my budget right now. Yeah, Fantasia is a really good book. I think they'll be great on the smaller areas. We'll see, Desiree. I'll kind of do the same thing I did with the Artesia, whatever. Those pencils. Do something like that with them. I know I'm shaking stuff, guys. I'm sorry. Can't help it. What I find I like the most, though, and I was saying this in the Artesia pencil review, is the naming convention for the Faber-Castell stuff. Like, I know that if I go get a cinnamon or a yellow ochre from the Polychromos, and I go get a yellow ochre from the Pitt Pens, and I go get a yellow ochre from the Albrecht Dürer, they're all going to be the same yellow ochre. It's not going to be, you know, more ochre-y, more yellowy, more whatever. It's going to be the same yellow ochre. Right, Desiree, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. You do anything not to work on it, May? What? Really? Oh, this is crazy. I like the page and you hate it? Wow. This is gotta take a moment. This is something. Wow. Huh. It does make everything easier, May. It really does. That's why I'm kind of ticked off at Derwent. That they go on and change the names in the pro colors. So now the watercolor pencils don't match the pro colors, and the Inktense don't match the watercolor, you know, like they're off. I'm kind of peeved about that. It's not the page really, it's me. I lost the motivation for it. It helps with the Inktense though. Oh. I'm sorry, May. I'm almost done though, so you can, you know, finish up anytime. This is gonna be funny if I finish a picture about the same time May does. Like, this is history in the making, y'all. Be historic moment. Get it nice and dark in there. Really get some contrast. Bye, May. See you later. I'm going to be heading off soon because Sammy's going to be streaming soon. I just want to finish up this little bit right here. This little greeny bit. I'll get some lunch. Get the girls some lunch. I took them to Publix yesterday and let them pick out. Because I hate buying, like, my kids love Lunchables because they get a treat in it, right? But I hate Lunchables because of how much sodium they have and how, like, they taste bad. I tasted just a cracker. And it was like the cracker had sugar in it. And I was just like, what the hell? Heck. Shoot. Darn. I was like, what is going on that the cracker has sugar in it? So I was like, look, I know you guys like Lunchables. I know you like it because you get a little treat. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to buy the stuff to make your own Lunchable. My daughter really likes the pretzel sticks and the pepperoni and the cheese. So we got this. So we got pretzel sticks, we got pepperoni slices, I got cheese slices. And then I use little cookie cutters. I have itty bitty cookie cutters, and I just cookie cutter out the cheese. I think she got sick Sunday. Aw, Tess, poor kid. Which is cheaper, buying the Prismacolor sets? Buying the sets, Elizabeth. Absolutely. It's cheaper to buy the sets. And you figure, what, right now, 150 is 90 something dollars if it's not on sale. Each individual pencil. The cheapest I can get them, where I normally buy, which is Jerry's. Jerry's is almost $2 a pencil in the store. It's almost $3 a pencil at Michael's. And Dick Blick is like $1.30 a pencil. So it is absolutely cheaper to buy the sets. 100%. But anyway, so I bought the kids stuff, and then I bought like a treat. So I bought them like candy. Little fun size candies. The Hershey, I think they got Hershey's cookies and cream. So I got them little candy. Now they make their own, and it's so much healthier. Lesson of the day. Lunchables are bad. Not that y'all didn't know that. Dang, Tess. Hoping Prismas go on sale around August, September for the back to... There you go, Coloroo. I have an add-on to my browser called Honey, Honey, just like the food, honey. And it shows me on Amazon where to buy it cheaper, what the prices have been, how many price changes there's been. I can set up a thing to watch for price drops, and it'll email me when prices drop. So there's a few things I do that on. So I recommend the honey extension. Oh, and Jody just subscribed. Hi, Jody. Yeah, the actual Lunchables are terrible. Alright, so I added in some blue, so that kind of balanced it out from just having it up here. It gave some balance and kind of grounded it down here. The rest of it I think will probably be greens. It's just how I'm going right now, so it's going to be like these greens, these yellow greens, and probably some more of the brownie greens. So that's probably how I'm going to finish up the rest of this page. It will be Copics and Prismacolors and Tombows and whatever. I'm going to wait for my Albrecht Dürer to do the background. And this paper's not very good with watercolor. I don't know why, but it's just not. I'm hoping the Albrecht Dürer will be something different. And at the very end, I will do all of my bubbles. So hopefully by Thursday, I will either be able to finish or have this finished. So hopefully we'll get that all done. But thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Links to everything used is down below in the description, as well as links to the Facebook page, as well as links to the reading Facebook page if that is something that you're into. I did link where to get this book, where to get Prismacolors, where to get Polychromos, pretty much anything that I use besides the Copics, which I buy individually from Dick Blick. I have linked in the description down below, as well as my wish list if you're ever curious as to like what I'm looking at, what I'm hunting down prices for, what I'm looking to buy next. Feel free to check out my wish list. I'll keep that updated with things, so not necessarily for you guys to buy me anything, but for you guys to check it out and see maybe what's coming out that maybe you don't know about, maybe I have a heads up on, or maybe I don't have it on my wish list and I need it, so you can let me know. Other than that, y'all have a wonderful day. Salmon will be on soon, and you all have a great Tuesday. See ya!